we mentioned a couple of things whose names will not be repeated because it activated them. One is by Apple, one is by Android. The charging here will tell you what's going on with the charging at the current time. Looks like it's fast charging. It's gone up to 66% in the last 7 minutes from 47%. So it's added about, or from 57%, excuse me, so it's added about 25 miles of range. We can go back here and we can continue to look. Charge Assist would help you find a charger. Trip Energy would help you show how much energy you're using. The owner's manual is all digital and on board. This is internal backup power. Pro Power on board is basically a way to plug in, for example, these. This is a 12 volt cigarette lighter style charger. Here's a 110 volt charger down here, a little bit lower. I'm sorry, 110 volt outlet, which basically, it's hard to see there, but it's basically a 110 volt plug that you can use there to plug in whatever you want, your hair dryer or whatever you need. So this is the basic function screen here. Remember, you get to that by pressing this button up here, the home button, okay? And then this button here is settings, and there's a laundry list of things that you can do. You know, the first one, for example, is you know, controls on terms of how you want to drive. Do you want to drive normal, or do you want to drive in the sport mode, which would be, you know, a lot more pickup and a lot faster? Do you want to be in off-road mode or tow and haul mode, which normally you wouldn't be doing? This down here is important to understand. This is one pedal driving, and with one pedal driving in an electric car, when you let off the accelerator, the car will start to slow down, and the battery will be recharged from the inertia from slowing the car down, and so it adds range every time you slow down. And basically, you don't have to tap the brakes. You can use one pedal driving, go all the way down to a stop without touching the brakes. Also, if you're using the adaptive cruise control, and let's say you're in heavy traffic and the car came, you know, the highway traffic went all the way down to 0, that would, the car would drive itself also down to 0 and wait until the traffic started again. Locking differential, this is something that would be an off-road type thing that you don't need. So then there's a lot of other lists here: sound, phone list, driver's assistance, vehicle, general connectivity, software updates, Ford Assistant, smart hitch. These are all kind of level, high level things, such as a valet mode, for example, that you can use. And these are just various functions that you can set the car up with. Probably not going to need to touch that too much. Then we're going to turn that back off for a minute. We're going to turn on the camera for a minute, and that's going to show you everything in the neighborhood. So as you can see, we can see to the side, to the back, and the front, and the rear what's around us, so that it helps us not run into things. You can close that camera there. By the way, the camera will come on automatically as you sort of approach something like the charger. As you get close to that, it's going to turn on and give you a kind of a warning in terms of how far you are. So the main things that I think that people need to know are this home button here, and how to use the various things here is probably worthwhile to take a little bit of time. If you have an iPhone, you can use that, and you can play your music from your iPhone there. If you have an Android phone, you can play your music from there. Obviously, once those are connected through this thing, through the phone section, you would use that to set up your phone, and that would help you get your phone connected to the car. There's entertainment as well, and look, this is brand new. I haven't even seen this before. Now you can watch YouTube when you're sitting here waiting, or NBC News. By the way, on YouTube, there's a lot of things about how to drive a car like this, and so you can do a little search for F-150 Lightning driving, and you'll do that. Then there's some just more stuff that you kind of sit around and do while you're charging your car. So anyway, one of the things about these newer smart cars is the software gets updated, and since I have last been in the entertainment section, that YouTube and NBC News are brand new. Let's just try that for a minute. Let's see if we can get some NBC News up and playing to watch videos. So it looks like you've got to activate streaming. We're not going to mess with that right now. We should be having something like that. But in any case, this gives you a pretty good idea on how to use some of these smart features. Remember, once again, down here is your climate control. Up here at the home screen is the various functions that you have. This is the settings in the car, and then the camera in the car that we're going to close again. And then back over here, finally, once again, your cruise control is over here on the left. And then the menus for the screen in the middle here are over here. There's a lot of different menus you can look at. So that's about a 6-minute demonstration of the Ford F-150 Lightning that can be useful for you.